What do they mean to active duty members of the military?
I think it's more clear than ever before, this concept of following, that you're not supposed to follow illegal orders. I have already indications that many targets that were recommended by the Secretary of Defense were rejected by CENTCOM, that they were civilian targets. It is something where, again, I don't have firsthand knowledge, it's secondhand knowledge, but I believe that people are already saying no to the hierarchy. The CENTCOM commander is walking a very thin line where he is trying to do the best he can to implement military objectives as he understands them without getting fired, is the best way to put it. In the same way that the Secretary of Defense has already fired several other senior Army officers during times of war, which is unprecedented, by the way, for no apparent reason. So I don't think the world needs to be concerned, and I'm not trying to dismiss this renegade discussion and this bizarre behavior of our president, but I don't think that anything substantial is going to happen tonight at 8 p.m. I believe that the answer will be no.
I want to just make sure I clearly understand. You are hearing secondhand that Pete Hegseth has ordered strikes that CENTCOM commanders have refused?
Has requested. The difference between requesting and ordering. In other words, the idea that infrastructure is being targeted. I think that one about the bridge, this is my personal opinion, that fell in the gray area, that it is not being used presently by civilians because it doesn't exist yet. It was under construction. And so therefore, perhaps that was one that was permitted. The idea of attacking bridges that are clearly, overwhelmingly for civilian use would be a war crime, and that the planners in CENTCOM would not permit that. That is what I am hearing, again, secondhand. So I believe that there are very subtle pushbacks that are already have been occurring to go after military targets. So it's almost like, instead of this one, this is the target that you should be looking at. And so it's almost like these are not the droids you're looking for, using a Jedi mind trick. I hate to be quite so comical about it, but I think that's what's going on, is that there is this very quiet resistance to be able to say, let's get this in military lanes, not attacking the civilian infrastructure. I don't know what would happen if indeed the president was to order attacking civilian targets.